again with another video. So, before starting the video, I look like crap. I know. Reason behind that, I just came from school, and obviously I didn't do much to my hair or to my face, or well, I did, but you know, it's been hours from that, and yeah. Anyhow, so you guys already know that Mondays are Paranormal Mondays, so you guys will be hearing a spooky story, which if you guys already saw the title, you guys know what this video is about. But yes, so I'm sorry, this video is going to be going up late, and most likely tomorrow's video as well, just because I'm trying to get adjusted to the new schedule now, not the video schedule, but like my personal schedule, which means school, getting up early, going to school, and all that, yada yada yada. Yeah, I'm just making this even much longer, which I shouldn't, I guess. Anyhow, so now going to actually the main video. So today's video is actually a story from my dad. He did not want to say or anything the story himself, but I know it not perfectly, so there may be some details that I'm going to leave like I think, or I'm 99% sure, just because of course I wasn't there and he just tells us that, but I don't know exact details. So forgive me for that. But this is something that happened to him when he was little. So as I've mentioned before, my dad had a pretty bad accident when he was little. That basically, he almost died, basically. So I'll give you guys a little bit of background and tell you guys pretty much what happened, so you guys kind of understand why he's a little bit more sensitive to the paranormal world. But before starting that, I know I usually say all this at the end of the video, but I said I might as well just say it at the beginning. So if you guys are new to my channel, well, hi. So if you guys would like, you guys can subscribe, and that would be friggin' amazing, because, yeah, you guys can see more of this. I don't just post paranormal stories, I post story times, I post tryout stuff, I do lives, I do funny videos in Spanish with my brother, or what we consider funny, more like humiliating, and vlogs, and you know, there's a variety of stuff, and you guys can give me recommendations as well. So yeah, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. And if you guys are already part of this amazing family that we have here, then you guys should actually recommend it to other people, because that would be also freaking amazing and would make my heart just so happy. Anyhow, now going back to the video, and I know the camera's moving, it's just that I'm trying not to be so happy. But I'm happy, I move, I'm on my bed, so that moves. But anyhow, going back to the story. So, when my dad was about 5 years old, I believe he told us, he was, well, you know that saying that says that Tom was at the wrong place at the wrong time? That was pretty much him. I don't know exactly the details, so that's why I'm just going to leave it more general, but I believe there was some people working on a car, and a little piece of cloth, I guess, just turned on fire, and they threw it on my dad, and, well, they didn't throw it as in, like, throw it, you know, they just threw it, and as I said, bad, wrong place, wrong time, so it fell on him. My dad caught on fire, and he didn't know, obviously he was screaming. He went into the nearest little store, and it was just a little bit, you know, a little store, like a little house that had a little store, basically. And they obviously covered him in a lot of like wet towels, and put him in this like ice cream freezer thing to, you know, cool him down. Then, you know, the ambulance came and all that, and they took him. So my dad suffered, of course, very, very bad burns. And something that my grandma mentioned to us is that the doctor did tell my grandma that, you know, he wasn't going to make it. Basically what happened, you know, my dad was there and all that, and the doctor came up to my grandma and said, you know what, you can give him whatever he wants to eat, anything, this will be most likely his last meal. He's most likely not going to make it. So the doctor was pretty sure that my dad was not going to make it because the burns were really bad, plus of his young age. So for some odd reason, you know, like I'm saying, like grateful, like obviously, but it was so weird. According to my grandma, my dad doesn't remember him saying this, but my grandma remembers it very vividly. That, I don't know, my dad just got better, you know, he just got better. Like, even the doctors were surprised for that. So, my dad told my grandma that the nurse in white told him that everything was gonna be okay, and that she basically helped him. And, you know, there was no nurses like that, so my grandma didn't know who the hell he was talking about. But, you know, she has that feeling that, you know, it was someone from the other side, basically comforting my dad, helping him out, and stuff like that. So, and then, of course, my dad survived, you know, I wouldn't be here. And, you know, he does have very bad burns, like scar burns, like on his arm, all on his back. One of his ears, I'm not 100% if it's the left or the right, but one of his ears is like pretty, like, he doesn't really have an ear, basically. He just has like this part, basically. He doesn't have all this. His back part of here is also, you know, he's pretty burned. But of course he's better and all that. But because of that experience he had, which was a very much near-death experience, we all pretty much believe that that's why he's very in touch with the other side. Now that you guys have a little bit of background of like what went on, now the actual story that my dad tells us and has told us for a while. It's a pretty short story, but I decided to include also the background in this one just so the video wouldn't be extremely short and you guys for once could know what's going on, or went on, I guess. So basically, my dad was staying at this, I want to say his grandma's house, some family member's house when he was little, with my grandparents and my aunt and uncles. So according to this, I believe someone in his family had died. I'm not going to say who because I'm not 100% sure, but someone in his family died and all that. That's why pretty much they were there. And he said that this place was like a ranch, you know, it was huge, you know, and their rooms were actually, you had to like get outside of the house, walk on the outside, and then you would get into the rooms. And from outside the room, there was like a big gate. Try to picture that. So, apparently, my dad and my uncle were sleeping there. My uncle, the oldest, and my dad is the youngest. So, they were sleeping on bunk beds, basically. And I'm not sure who was in top and who was in the bottom, but either way, they were all sleeping. They were both of them sleeping. I don't know where my aunt and my other uncle were, but yeah, they were there. So, apparently, what happened was that my dad started hearing that, like, the gate opened and closed, like if someone came in. He was like, okay, wind. And then he started hearing like footsteps, like, you know, on the ground, like getting closer and closer and closer. The door was not glass, but it was one of those doors that are, you know, you can kind of see shadows from it. So he heard the steps going closer and closer and closer and closer to the wall, to the door, and stop exactly at the beginning of the door. So obviously he was kind of freaked out because first of all, he didn't see anyone from the window come in, and secondly, he didn't see any shadows or anything appear next to the door. So at first he thought he was all in his head, that it was just like he's freaking out of nothing. And then he kind of wants to ask my uncle, and he kind of mentions his name, like, hey, and his name, and my uncle's like, shh, I hear that too. And they're all like kind of freaked out, and then that stopped, and they decided to sleep in the same bunk bed because it was like, whoa, what the hell. I did want to mention another story that, happened. And I know this may seem pretty like sketchier, whatever. I was not born yet, that's one thing, but my parents were together already, and they were, I believe, newlyweds. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in a live or actually mentioned in the video, but just in case, I'm gonna mention it right now. So as you guys have noticed up to now, my parents, mostly my dad, have been involved in a lot of paranormal stuff. Not extreme, but several paranormal stuff that could freak out anyone. So apparently what they told us a story, even my aunt from my mom's side, my mom's sister, she can, she's gonna agree that this happened. So apparently, I don't know exactly details, I wasn't there. Apparently, and this is curious, you know, we live in this house, right? We've lived here since my brother was pretty much born, and this 14 years basically in this house. So, finishing this street, there is the next street, and that next street, there is a little house that they said is haunted. So, funny to say, my parents lived in that house when they got married. When they got married, they lived in that house down the next street. Then they moved into a place near my grandparents' house once I was born. And then they moved into the haunted house we used to live in. And now we came back here. Funny. So anyways, when they lived over there, I get it for some reason, you know, my aunt and her husband decided to stay that night there at their house. So what my aunt told me is that, you know, they were sleeping in a room and they had this old TV. Of course, as being an old TV, you can kind of like think that nothing really weird is going on. It's an old TV, whatever turns on, turns off, all that, right? So that was what was happening. They were sleeping, out of nowhere, the TV went on. Okay, they turned it off. Then again, they went back to sleep and the TV went on again. And my aunt was getting a little bit I don't know, was getting a little freaked out, obviously. She turned it back off. And the third time it turned on, she decided to just disconnect the TV. Like, okay, that's off. And the cord of the TV wasn't even close to the actual connection, you know? Like, the outlet, it wasn't even there. It was, like, on the floor. And she said that after getting, like, actually falling asleep a bit, the TV went on again. Now, obviously, there may be an explanation for that because it was an old TV, so I don't know. What if some cords or something may occasion that? I understand that. But of course, that's gonna freaking freak you out. So, my aunt, what she told us, I honestly don't know if it's actually true, but she told us that she didn't want to go wake up my parents. Obviously, like, they're newlyweds, and it's like, hey, what's up? Can we go sleep with you guys? So I decided to just leave. Which I would have done the same, actually. So guys, that is it for this. You guys may be a bit curious, like, because I'm continuing this and, you know, I already said all that what I had to say. But guess what? This is not scary or whatever. As you guys may know, I have a dog. I used to have two, but we had to give away the other one for other reasons. Well, we decided to get another one. And she's over here. She is 9 weeks old. So, she is a small pup. She is also a basset hound. Hi, mamas. She's kind of funny, you know, her face. She does have, like, a little bit of, like, her eyes look funny. I'm sorry, I'm holding her very weird, so she's uncomfortable. But she's, like, so cute. We still don't know her name. We just got her literally, like, what was it? We got her yesterday, I think. Yeah, yesterday we got her. So we don't know her name yet. She is 9 weeks. She just became 9 weeks yesterday. She always sleeps. She is very skinny. That's like one of the downfalls of her. She's very, very skinny. She does have a huge tummy though. Sorry, Mama. Sorry. And she sleeps all day. Well, we go because we have her in the bathroom. And we go in and sometimes she's not even sleeping. She just has her head up and she's just looking around. We do take her outside with my bigger dog, but I don't know if she's just being too motherly or if she's being too aggressive. I don't know, because she does sniff her and cleans her. Like, she licks her everywhere, under her ears, her privates, like, you know, like a mom would do to her puppy. But I don't know, she's too rough and she pushes her and she throws her, and while she's doing that, and we get kind of scared. She likes being with her, though. Both of them liked being together. Once my dog, her name is Coca, the bigger one, she sees her, she just wants her. It's like, bring her, give her to me. And she does feel very comfortable with her. We are a bit concerned because we are going to take her in 14 days, I believe, to get her shots because she needs, I think, another shot in 15 days. Well, that's what she told us yesterday, so 14 days. And we are going to ask because she does breathe in a weird way. You know, we don't know why exactly. I don't know if you guys can tell. Wait, I'm going to grab you, Mama. Wait. I'm trying to grab her for her to not be uncomfortable. Like if she was a bit anxious or whatnot. So it's obviously a bit concerning, but I am not sure what's wrong. I don't know if it's normal or not. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I really hope I didn't make this any longer than I should have, which I probably did, thanks to her. But yeah. Again, I know I mentioned this at the beginning, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. And remember, tomorrow is tryout Tuesday, so if you guys have any recommendations for tomorrow, just let me know, and I will see what we can do, okay? Say bye, mamas. Say bye, mamas. Bye.